All right, what is going on, everybody? We are getting going here in just a little bit with this Utah Jazz game. Thank you for stopping in, Renz. I appreciate you. Good morning here in the Philippines. I appreciate it, my man. How is it down there? How's the Philippines holding you up? All right, everybody, we are getting going here in probably, I'd say, 15 minutes with this Jazz and Hawks matchup. Going to be a big game for the Jazz. See if they can maintain that momentum. The Hawks aren't fantastic, but still, they may be able to provide a pretty good challenge for this Utah Jazz team. Little man is going to be in here in just a little bit. 9:20, I think he said. So, like 30 minutes from now, he'll be in here. So we're chilling. Anyway, so taking a look at last game starters. Last game starters were not altered at all. Same starting five guys that we've seen all season, and it starts off with Bojan Bogdanovic. Bojan Bogdanovic has not been the same player, to say the least, this year. He's not been that guy that the Jazz are able to look to for automatic scoring like he was. But he's gonna get there, you know. I think that it just takes time for a guy like Bojan to warm up, where he is consistently shooting those 3-point shots. It's gonna take a little bit for him to warm up. I think that he'll get to the point that he was at last year at some point here. And then also we have Royce O'Neal. He's been playing fantastic defense all year, even dropping in a few threes here and there, which is fantastic because it's an added bonus to that fantastic defense he plays. So that's really good, but it's good. For me, it is just about a, yeah. So probable starters for this game is going to be Bojan Bogdanovic, Royce O'Neal, Rudy Gobert, the big man from France, Donovan Mitchell, the guard out of Louisville, and Mike Conley out of Ohio State. He's averaged 17 points a game. Donovan Mitchell has averaged 23, playing some pretty good basketball as of late. By the way, he ranked 13th in points per game in 2019-2020. I don't think he's going to get to that crazy high number this year, but he's still looking very, very solid for this Utah Jazz team. And when we really look at it, he's getting the ball a lot. It just really depends on, can he get those rolls that he's so used to getting in the paint? Can he hit those open jump shots outside for three? It's important that he gets loose, especially at the start of all of the Jazz's games. Because if he's not loose, then you can see it. Then he tries to force stuff, and then that never leads to good things. I think that he's going to be pretty good tonight. I got him back in my bag. He's watching over me. Hopefully he's pretty good tonight, and we will see. Tonight's opponent, in 2021, these two teams have not played. In 2019-2020, Utah won that matchup. And in that matchup, Mitchell scored 30 points. Trae Young scored 30 points. Going to be interesting to see him tonight. Rudy Gobert. And also Derek Favors is probable for this game. Joe Ingles is out for the second game in a row. So it doesn't look like that streak had any real chance of doing that. Croatia, FIBA World Cup, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Bojan Bogdanovic from Croatia. He played some pretty good ball down there, if I heard right. So we also got high rebounds in that last matchup. Gobert had 13, of course, and then Jabari Parker had 9. Jabari Parker does not have the same role that he had on the last team because the Hawks made all of those acquisitions. However, a lot of those acquisitions are injured right now. That would include Rajon Rondo, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Danilo Gallinari, and Onyeka Okongwu. Onyeka Okongwu, their rookie. It's really tough because they had a fantastic offseason by basically everybody's standards. They acquired Danilo Gallinari. That's a big get. They had Rajon Rondo. He's a great point guard. He distributes the ball in a really good way. And then you also had Bogdan Bogdanovic, which was probably the most scuffed thing that happened in any NBA offseason in the last while. He declined that Bucks offer, and everybody thought that he was going to take it, which was really interesting because I did not expect that at all from Bogdan Bogdanovic because he's a pretty humble guy. But I think that it's very good for the Hawks that they got him. They're running behind Trae Young. He's got 24.8 points a game. But I was listening to a podcast, and they said that they're not seeing that same aggressive Trae Young shot taker type this year. They're seeing a little bit more of a conservative player, and they don't want that. We want to see the Trae Young that will take any shot from basically anywhere on the floor. That's how he plays best, and I think that that's how he should be able to thrive in this Hawks environment. But the Hawks are not having a great year so far, and that is mostly because of injuries. But they are sticking to that 500 mark, so good stuff from the Hawks. By the way, game starting probably here in 10 minutes, I want to say. So make sure you stick around. And also, if you haven't already watched one of them, make sure to go in after the game and watch one of our post-game reports. They're really good. They're really well put together. And they're really fun for us to make. We like doing them. So make sure you go check those out. Drop a like and hit that subscribe button. Let's see. Let me do this. Okay. Yeah, so the Hawks, again, 5-5. They're sticking to that 500 spot on the year, which is good for them. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm all set. By the way, according to the Basketball Power Index, of course, Utah is favored in this one. The money line, we can take a look at that real quick. Utah favored by 6.5. Big margin right there. I think that they're definitely going to cover that. I don't think the Hawks are going to be able to make up that much ground on this team. Ren says, I think that the Jazz can hit 25 threes tonight. I think so too. I think it really depends on Royce O'Neal's involvement, to be honest with you, because that game where they hit a ton of threes, he was just playing that 3-and-D style. That's exactly what the Jazz wanted to play. By the way, Hawks last 5, they did win their last game, and that was against the Philadelphia 76ers. A big win right there. But they also dropped games to Charlotte and New York and Cleveland. So, just off and on. And that's going to happen. But, losing to New York right now is they were on fire to start for a Knicks team. 500 for a lot of other teams isn't fantastic. But for a Knicks team, that was really good. But, yeah, they cleaned it up. By the way, the Jazz are on a 3-game win streak. That's very, very good for them. That's why they're trying to carry that momentum, get off to a good start this season. Originally, it looked like they were, but then they took a little bit of a hiatus, came back, and started playing a lot better, though. So it's good. Our next opponent for the Jazz is the Denver Nuggets. So that will be a big game for the Utah Jazz. That's going to be in Denver, by the way. The streaks for the Jazz, we have lost 4 in a row against the Nuggets. So going to be interesting to see what we can do. The last high score in that game, which would have been the playoff game, was 35 for Donovan and 30 for Jokic. Jokic still playing a pretty good year this year. Gotta like him. The Jazz are currently first in the NBA in rebounds per game. And on the 10th of January, at Detroit, Utah trailed 63 total boards, which is they tallied 63 total boards, which is the league's highest rebounds in a game this season. It's big. And also, Clarkson is now the NBA's bench points leader. I think that he's almost secured his spot for Sixth Man of the Year as long as he doesn't get injured. So we will see. The Jazz, by the way, climbing the standings in the West. We can take a look at those at halftime, but doing a lot better than we would have expected at first. What it do, Mr. John? By the way, little man is getting in here soon for you. Donovan Mitchell is going to be very important for the Jazz tonight. We'll see what happens here. The Jazz had 2 games canceled on that road trip, by the way, that they were on. It was supposed to be a 7-game road trip. Turned out to be a 5-game road trip. Very big for the Jazz, getting a little bit of a break there, not having to play 2 extra games. They're well rested coming into this game, hoping to see some good play from all these Jazz players, especially Donovan Mitchell. I think he's going to come out and play a fantastic game. Put in the chat, what do you think the score of this game is going to be? By the way, Mike Conley cooled down in the last few games, starting to warm back up a little bit, but we're going to have to see how these guys play. But Mike Conley, again, 17 points a game this year. He's playing fantastic. He hit his stride this year. It's important that he gets there. By the way, on the 8th of January, Joe Ingles' Iron Man streak ended after 384 straight regular season games played. That marked the 4th longest streak in Jazz history. And since the start of the 2014-2015 season, he had played more games, 485, than anyone else in the NBA. Clarkson is going to be important in this game too. Anyway, yeah, so Clarkson. You gotta think about it. Clarkson, he is leading the league in bench points. I'm pretty sure he's at 17.2 on the year for points per game. And that's huge. He's ahead of Terrence Ross and Patty Mills. I think he's pretty much got it locked up. Definitely in the West, he's got it locked. Second is Patty Mills, but very good. And Rudy Gobert is also playing really well. He's sticking with those top defenders in the league. I think if he's not the top defender, he's right up there with them. It's very, very good to see him doing that, because if we're not going to be able to pay him for offense, he doesn't fit as he does not fit as an offensive player in here. So his defense is very, very important to the Jazz, and he's playing good defense night in and night out. So that's very important for them. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate you stopping in. Steven. Or Steppen. Jordan Clarkson is one of the deadly floating marksmen and sniper three-point shooter. He really does float when he doesn't have it. And it's really cool because you see him go from down low. He splits the D on his cuts, and he ends up wide open for three. But also, he can make plays, and he's a great off the ball guy. He can do ISO, which is really important for the Jazz, because when he comes in, 99% of the time he's playing the secondary. So when you have that secondary on Jordan Clarkson, that not as good defense, he's able to really eat, and he's playing really well. By the way, the Hawks do have a few injured players for the night, which has been the case for a little bit. They have Rajon Rondo, Bojan Bogdanovic, Danilo Gallinari, and Onyeka Okongwu, their rookie, out. Both of their power forwards are out right now. Bogdan. I'm stupid. Bogdan. Yeah, Bogdan is also out. And, but anyway, it's tough for the Hawks to really keep those guys in, and it's tough for them to win without them, because that was their offseason. Getting those guys was basically all of their moves in that offseason, and right now they are all out, so it's really tough for them to win. I am doing well. What's going on, Caden? Thank you for stopping in. National anthem being sung right now. We should be getting going here in about 2 or 3 minutes. By the way, the Jazz do have some people in the arena. I think it's 1,500. We'll see if Derek Favors plays in this game. We know that Joe Ingles is out though, but Derek Favors, we could see him play. Looking at the injury report, it says Derek Favors is probable, Joe Ingles is out, and Juwan Morgan is out. Which is kind of interesting, because after playing 384 consecutive games, Joe Ingles is missing his second in a row. John, I've never ever heard you say howdy, but you know what? We'll roll with it. Again, we are getting going here in just a sec. Rudy Gobert is going to be very important in this game. I do want to see if they can maybe towards the end of this season implement some of the rookies into our gameplay. And that could come in the form of Udoka Azubuike. It could come as Elijah Hughes. I think the one that's more real, and out of those two is Udoka Azubuike. It's going to be important, though. They need minutes. Royce O'Neal, a late bloomer, played his college ball at Baylor, and he just kind of came out and he played overseas for a little bit, came into the NBA. He played some fantastic basketball, but you know, he's been playing fantastic defense all year, and he's been making shots, which is very important for this Jazz team. Jazz versus Nets this season. Okay, so when we look at the Jazz and the Nets now with Harden. So you look at their starting five. That's gonna be Kyrie Irving if he's in, you know, because he's doing his own thing right now. It's Kyrie. It's expected. The shooting guard is James Harden now. So you got Kyrie Irving, James Harden. Then at small forward, it's gonna be Joe Harris, then Kevin Durant, and DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan is not that same dominant player that he used to be, but he's still a very solid. He gets boards, and that's all he really needs to do for this team. Get boards and reverse the ball. But anyway, if you look at the bench, you know, they're just not very deep at all, which is very tough because they're going to be really top heavy. They're going to be really good for about that half of the game where they're actually playing their starters. The rest of it is going to be not as good. By the way, we are starting up here in about probably, I'll say, 2 minutes. Right now they're doing some cutscenes on the TV, so we should be getting going here in just a sec. Once again, if you haven't already, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We should be getting to 200 subscribers here very, very shortly. So make sure you do that. The Jazz trying to keep this 3-game win streak rolling. All right, we got starting lineups coming up here next. All right, here we go. Starting lineup for the Jazz is going to be Bojan Bogdanovic, Royce O'Neal, Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, and Mike Conley, the guard out of Ohio State. He's been averaging 17 points so far this year, playing a great year so far. He hit his stride, and he's looking very, very good for this Jazz team. Let's get this dub. Yes, sir. Officials tonight, Ed Malloy, James Williams, and Justin Van Doren. Ed Malloy is he's very, very common here in Utah. He's here quite often. All right, everybody, we are getting going here in just a sec. By the way, a new owner for the Utah Jazz, Ryan Smith, came in. He's a billionaire businessman, and you love to see a new face in that organization. It had been owned by a big name in Utah, the Miller family, for a very long time. They sold it away, but Ryan Smith is a good owner, I think, and he's not taking any prisoners. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Rudy Gobert trade under his organization. Who's going to get a double-double? Well, the centers, so Clint Capella and also the other one, and Rudy Gobert. Hello, Kenny. Thank you for stopping in. And the starting lineup for the Hawks is going to be it's going to be Trae Young, Cam Reddish. We'll see the rest of these guys in a sec. We're heading over to tip-off right now. Rudy Gobert pacing over there. He'll go up for that tip in just a sec. All right, I'm going to try a different title here. And the Utah Jazz will win the tip-off. Now, this should go for you in a sec. Now, here's Royce O'Neal up top. Royce O'Neal looking to give it over to the corner to Donovan Mitchell. Bad pass, and he'll throw it off of Reddish, but it'll hit his foot again, and that will be a turnover on the Jazz. Hawks basketball. Here are the Hawks up top. Here is Reddish. He gives it over to Trae Young. Trae Young. Top, let me get this. Now Trae Young going inside. Passes it to nobody. That's a turnover by the Hawks. 2 quick turnovers right there, and it will be Jazz basketball off of that one. All right, here we go. Royce O'Neal had to go into the stands to grab that ball. All right, now he's going to inbound to Mike Conley at the baseline. Mike Conley passing half court now, guarded up top by Trae Young. Conley working on Trae. Stop and pop Jay. That one's up and good by Mike Conley. A quick 2 right there by Conley, getting the Jazz off to a nice start offensively. Here's Trae Young up top. Gets a screen from Reddish. Back to Trae Young. Screen from Capella this time, and he'll take a deep 3. That one's no good. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Bojan Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic needs to get hot early. He goes inside on Reddish. Goes up. Can't finish. Gets his own board and puts it back up and in. Bojan Bogdanovic. Good perseverance right there by Bogey to get that board. Here's Reddish. Goes inside. Can't finish. Rebounded by O'Neal for the Jazz. O'Neal out for 3. Gives it over to Bojan Bogdanovic. Now back out to Donovan Mitchell. Wide open for 3. That one's short. Rebounded by Clint Capella. Now here on the other end is John Collins. Now on the side to... Actually, that's still Collins. Collins pops his jumper, and that one's good. Collins, a very, very solid player for this Hawks team. 4th year out of Wake Forest for him. Now here's Conley on the other end for the Jazz. And he'll shoot a 3. That one's good by Mike Conley from way outside. Mike Conley getting off to a hot start early. Now here's Cam Reddish. He gives it over to Trae Young. Trae Young guarded up top by Mike Conley. Splits the defense, goes inside on Royce O'Neal, pops a jumper. That one's no good. Rebounded by Rudy Gobert. He advances the ball over to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell over by the hash, driving on Trae Young. Dumps it off for Rudy Gobert. He tries to kick it outside, and that one's going to be tipped out. It will stay with the Jazz. 14 on the shot clock after that. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. I appreciate all you guys. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Here's the inbound to Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert gives it outside to Conley for 3. That's another one. Mike Conley is money. Wow. Mike Conley. He's already got 8. Mike Conley off to a hot start. As I said earlier, he has hit his stride in his 2nd year in Utah. He's looking fantastic. Another 3 for Mike Conley. He's hit 2 of them. Wow. Quick start for the Jazz offensively, and we got a timeout on the floor. Okay, I will follow your Insta. Hold on. $15 people in the chat. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 200 right now. We got 197. So make sure you hit that. We would appreciate it a lot here at the Jazz Huddle. John, will you I do remember. Hold on. Let me just follow you real quick. Make sure if you haven't already, follow, or actually he's still on my other one. All right, I followed you, John. Yeah. Follow the Insta. That one's not good. I'll just change the text. Actually, I probably can't. Yeah, I can't. Well, I'll set that up later. But anyway, so the Jazz already shooting 66% from downtown. Looking fantastic to start. 2 threes in just 2 minutes, yeah. And, they're playing with pace. And it's really important because we haven't seen that from a lot of offenses ran by Quinn Snyder. They play with a pace, but it's a very slow one. Since they're running the ball and they're going quick, It's very good for the Jazz. They're getting a lot more ball movement, and it's creating open threes, and that's why we're hitting close to 25 threes in a lot of our nights. Timeout on the floor right now. The Hawks had to talk it over after a quick 2-10 start by the Utah Jazz. We got 9:25 left to play in the first. This timeout coming to an end. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that like button if you're new to the channel. I would appreciate it. All right. Conley's already got 8 points. He's 3 for 3 on field goals in 3 minutes. Mike Conley, 17 points a game this year. And if you take a look at him from last year to this year, he's playing fantastic basketball, no question about it. He's looking really good so far for this Jazz team, and he is a good point guard in the NBA right now. And DeAndre Hunter checks in for the Hawks. John Collins is their only power forward on the roster right now. Well, not on the roster, but the only one who's not injured right now. And Hunter will inbound, or actually Collins will inbound, and he gives it to Reddish. Reddish with the ball now, going inside. And gives it off to Hunter, and he makes a bucket. A nice finish by Hunter. Got a nice stroke right there. 4th overall pick back in 2019. Donovan Mitchell gets a screen from Rudy Gobert, and the deep 3 is good. Donovan Mitchell. Wow. He gets back in that defensive stance. He's got his eyes locked on Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish gives it down low to Clint Capella. Now outside to DeAndre Hunter, working on Bojan Bogdanovic. Goes inside. Gets it stolen. Now here's Conley. Conley on the other end wants to pop a 3. Passes it over to Bojan Bogdanovic. Step back 3 is good by Bojan Bogdanovic. Wow. The Jazz just can't stop making threes. It's absolutely ridiculous. They're shooting 80%. Clint Capella gives it outside to Cam Reddish. Reddish going inside and gets swatted away by Rudy Gobert. And it will stay with the Hawks as it was off Rudy Gobert. Great block right there by Rudy. The Jazz playing fantastic basketball to start this game. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We have 197 right now. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers today. Clint Capella at the line now, it looks like, for the Hawks. Actually, no, I might be wrong. Clint Capella has looked pretty good this year, so that's good for the Hawks. Now here up top is Reddish. Gives it over to Trae Young. Back to Reddish. Reddish wide open for 3. He shoots. That one's off. No good. And it will go out of bounds. Bad bounce off the rim. And it will be Jazz basketball. Bogdanovic looking pretty good to start this game. He's already got 5. Conley with the ball, gives it over to Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert handoff to Bojan Bogdanovic. He goes inside, and he will scoop up, and no good, but the finish by Rudy Gobert. He knows how to catch that ball on the finish without getting a goaltend, which is very good for the Jazz. Reddish going inside. Guarded tightly by Donovan Mitchell, and now outside to DeAndre Hunter. Hunter going inside. Rudy Gobert is there. He has to throw it out to Trae Young. Trae Young gives it down low to Capella, and a great finish by Capella. Wrapped around Rudy Gobert to get that ball in the net. Now here are the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell with it up top, guarded by Reddish. Over to Conley. Conley guarded by Trae Young. Conley going inside, dumps it off for Rudy Gobert, and he can't finish, but he will go to the line. Got fouled on his shot. 6-18 already the score. The Jazz dominant so far in this game. Now Rudy at the line. Rudy shooting 48% from the free throw line this season. Not fantastic. Now Rudy Gobert at the line. The first one is up and good. he knows he's better than shooting that bad from the free throw line. He's shot a lot better in previous years, so hopefully he can capitalize here and start making some shots. By the way, Jordan Clarkson checks in for Mike Conley. Mike Conley had 8 already in the game, and Rudy Gobert can't hit the second one. Rebounded by Cam Reddish. He goes 1 for 2 at the line. Now here's Trae Young for the Hawks, up top by the half-court line. Gives it over to John Collins. Collins guarded by Donovan Mitchell. Now gives it back to Trae Young. Trae Young going inside on Rudy Gobert. That one's swatted away, and a nice play by Rudy Gobert. Gets it over to Clarkson. Off of that swat, nice tip out. Clarkson with the ball, working on Reddish. Clarkson spins. He gets it stolen. Reddish on the other end. Reddish, nice move, and the finish by Cam Reddish. Good stuff right there. He's a great defensive player for this team. 8-19, and outside in the corner for Bojan Bogdanovic. He can't hit. That one's a brick, rebounded by Trae Young for the Hawks. Gives it down low to Capella, and Capella the finish on the other end. A quick mini run right there by this Hawks team. Now here are the Jazz. Donovan going inside. Can't finish. Rebounded by Capella. Capella gives it over to Reddish. Now down low to John Collins. And Collins with the finish on Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson couldn't play defense right there on Collins. Actually, it's 12, not 20. That was a quick run right there in the Jazz. Needed a little break. By the way, Favors is checking in, it looks like, now for the Jazz. Now here is John Collins at the line. That was an and one, by the way, and he got that one to go. 13-19. It's a 6-point game, just like that. Lloyd Pierce, the coach of the Hawks, tried to get this Hawks team to rally. Now here's Bojan Bogdanovic for the Utah Jazz, guarded up top by DeAndre Hunter. He goes on inside on him and can't finish. Should have been a foul. They didn't call it. Now on the other end, here's Trae Young, and that one's going to go off of Royce O'Neal, out of bounds. It will be Hawks basketball. Jazz started off fantastic offensively. They have not really carried that momentum here in the last couple minutes. Remember, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. We're trying to get to that 200 mark. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Alright. Got it now. We should be good. Now here is Donovan Mitchell after a made bucket by John Collins inside for the Hawks. He gives it outside to Jordan Clarkson. Now to Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic outside gives it over to Donovan Mitchell. Deep three by Donovan. That one's no good. Rebounded by Trae Young. Trae Young on the other end crosses the timeline, gets a screen, and he'll pop a crazy shot. He'll be fouled on that. Trae Young, deceptive in his ways of drawing fouls. He'll go to the line for 3. They might have called that on the floor. I think they did. Anyway, Trae Young, very good at drawing those fouls beyond that 3-point line. He will inbound to Kevin Huerter, and he gives it down low to that was Okongwu. He's back in the game. And now to Clarkson on the other end. Deep three is no good. Rebounded by Okongwu. He gives it over to Solomon Hill. Solomon Hill with the ball now. Gives it over to Young. Young goes inside. And no good by Young. Looks like he had that finish but just couldn't convert. Bogdanovic on the other end for the Jazz. Gives it over to Donovan Mitchell. Now to Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson driving. Fading. Gives it down low to Derek Favors, and he goes inside. Can't finish. Gets his own board, but it's stolen away by Hill. Hill gives it over to Trae Young. Trae Young going inside now. Now outside to Kevin Huerter. Now to Okongwu. Back out to Hill. 4-3. That one's no good. Rebounded by Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell with the ball now for the Jazz. Gives it cross court to Jordan Clarkson. Wide open for 3, and he can't hit. Rebounded by Derek Favors. Now in the corner for Bojan Bogdanovic. He can't hit. And that one's going to go out on the Hawks. It will stay with the Jazz. 19-15, the Jazz have hit a cold spell midway through this first quarter. We will head to a timeout. The Jazz need to get some offensive rhythm right now. Again, remember, while we are in this commercial, make sure, try to get us to that mark of 200 subscribers. That would really mean a lot to us. We're at 197. If 3 of you subscribe, we'll be there. I would appreciate it. By the way, the Jazz shooting 40% from three-point land. Atlanta has not made one yet in that category. By the way, the Jazz 38% from the field so far. Atlanta 41.2. They just haven't made all those threes. But anyway, the Jazz 10 on the rebound boards and 9 for Atlanta. Not as good. The Jazz, by the way, first in the league in rebounding. So they run it with those 2 centers, Derek Favors and Rudy Gobert. They just try to clear it, get the boards, and keep playing. 4:11 left to play in this first quarter. We are currently in a commercial timeout. All right, everybody. We got 16 people in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Trying to get to that 200 subscriber mark. If you haven't already, put it in the chat when you subscribe. I would appreciate it. I'll be sure to get you guys a shout out when you do that. All right. All right, everybody. We are getting going here after this commercial break. The Jazz wearing their City Edition jerseys tonight. I love those jerseys. They look pretty good. The Jazz hoping to snag their 5th straight playoff appearance. They have been first and second round exits in their last 4 consecutive trips to the playoffs. We're going to have to see how the Jazz can fare. Is Mitchell down there? Yes, he is on the floor right now. Georges Niang checking in for the Jazz. We're getting going here. Niang to inbound for the Jazz. He's looking a little bit more cut than he usually is. Gives it outside to Jordan Clarkson. He'll pop a 3. That one's no good. Rebounded by Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish gives it to Rondo. And Rajon Rondo, who was supposed to be injured in this game, will play for the Hawks. Now here's Cam Reddish going inside, and he gets that one stolen away by Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell on the other end gives it down to Royce O'Neal. Dumps it off for Derek Favors, and he slams it home. Derek Favors. Fantastic play right there for Utah. Here's Rajon Rondo. On the other side, Rajon. Which one is it? Rondo going inside, and there's going to be an off-ball foul. That one's going to be offensive. Jazz basketball off of the offensive foul. I think that one was on Herder. I don't know. Jazz have a lot of muscle on this team, especially with those 2 centers. It's very good. They're able to pound it inside. Mystery Warhound, what is going on? I appreciate you stopping in. Again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that like button. I would appreciate it. We're trying to get to 200 tonight. And here's Donovan Mitchell inside. Off balance. And he nailed that shot. An off balance jumper inside. And Donovan Mitchell capitalizes on the weak coverage. Now here's Herder inside for the Hawks. Lobs it up for Clint Capella. He can't quite catch that one. Herder gets it back. Puts it up off the glass and in. Soft touch right there by Herder to get that ball to go. Now here's Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal gives it over to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell with the ball now. Swings it over to Derek Favors, now outside to Clarkson. And Clarkson almost got fouled right there, but he gets his own ball. And Clarkson goes inside and can't draw a foul. Donovan will have to pop a shot. That one's good! At the buzzer, 4-3, Donovan Mitchell. How did he do that? Wow. That's a heck of a shot by Donovan Mitchell right as the shot clock was expiring. Here's Solomon Hill for the Atlanta Hawks. And Cam Reddish, the slam inside. Wow. Reddish at 6'8", came in and slammed that ball home. And Royce O'Neal gets fouled on the other end. That was an incredible dunk by Cam Reddish. Donovan just had a heck of a three, though. Fantastic dunk, though, by Cam Reddish. He went up with power right there. Looked fantastic. Remember, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button if you're new to the channel. You would appreciate it. We just need 3 people to subscribe to get to that 200 mark. I would appreciate it a lot. And Royce O'Neal at the line as he got fouled makes the first one of 2. All 5 starters have now scored for Utah. And Royce O'Neal coming with his second one. And that one is good. 28-19 is our score now. Here is Rajon Rondo for the Atlanta Hawks. Gives it over to Clint Capella. Clint Capella working on Rudy Gobert. Gives it to Cam Reddish. Step back Jay. That one's no good. Rebounded by Royce O'Neal for the Jazz. Gives it over to Conley. Conley going inside. He tries to give it to Rudy Gobert. That one's going to be not caught by him, and it will go out of bounds. Hawks basketball, and a turnover by Mike Conley. Miaoni checking in for the Utah Jazz for Royce O'Neal. That 3-and-D duo in Ingles' spot. Ingles usually the guy who would fill Oni's spot, but Oni a very good defender for a second-year player. Now here outside is Solomon Hill. Gives it down low to Kevin Herter. Herter goes inside, pops a shot. That one is good off the glass by Herter. Again, that soft touch inside. Herter is able to get finishes that a lot of other players aren't. Now over on the other end is Conley for the Jazz. Gets a nice screen by Rudy Gobert. And the 3 is no good. Rebounded by Clint Capella. Now to Rajon Rondo for the Hawks. Rajon Rondo working up top on Conley. Conley gives it over to Herter. Herter with the ball and rebounded by Gobert. He's taking a lot of shots, only making a couple of them, though. Niang goes inside, and the slam by Georges Niang. That minivan can dunk, ladies and gentlemen. Georges Niang with the slam, and the Jazz 31-21. They are up by 10. Inside for the Hawks. Here is Rondo. Rondo can't hit, rebounded by the Jazz. Actually, 29-31, sorry. And on the other end, here is Conley for the Jazz. He goes inside and searches, goes inside, passes it outside for Miaoni, and that one's no good. Going to be rebounded by Gobert, and he gets the finish and the foul. Rudy Gobert, fantastic play. 31-21 is now our score. 33.5 seconds left to play. By the way, Georges Niang just dunked the basketball. That's incredible. He is not used to doing that. Jazz all the way. Yes, sir. The Jazz looking very solid to start this game. Make sure if you haven't already, we just need 3 people to subscribe. If we could just get 3 people. We're at 197. Give me 3 and let me know when you subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And he misses his and 1 free throw. Now here's Rajon Rondo. He's got 26 seconds to work with for the Hawks. Guarded up top by Miaoni. Rondo, belt high dribble, gives it down low to Reddish. Back outside to Rondo. Rondo, deep 3, and that one's no good, but there was a stoppage of the clock. Defensive 3-second. And Herter is going to shoot the free throw on that 3-second violation defensively for the Utah Jazz. And Herter did not make his technical free throw, but the ball will go back to the Hawks. Herter hasn't played too bad of a game so far. He's got 4. Lloyd Pierce in his 3rd year with the Hawks. He's not a fantastic coach. He hasn't had a lot of players to work with. This is really the first year that he has. And Herder gets the bucket to go with 0.5 seconds left to play, or actually 8 seconds left to play. Now here are the Jazz. Inside is Conley. He floats one up and down. And 23-33. That looks like it's going to be our final score. One last shot from Hunter, and he can't hit. The Jazz ahead by 10. Conley playing fantastic basketball to start this game. He's got 10. 4 for 5 from the field for Conley. Are the Atlanta Hawks a good team? You know, they're okay when they have everybody in. The issue is a lot of the guys on this team are injured. By the way, we need 2 people to subscribe to be at 200. So make sure you haven't already hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate you if you did. And let me know in the chat when you do. Let me know. I'll get you that shout out. The Jazz favored by 6 in this game. Looks like they're going to be able to get that up a little bit. The Hawks are from Texas. They are definitely not from Texas. They are from Georgia. 5 threes in the first quarter for the Jazz. Yes. Playing some fantastic basketball late from 3-point. Gobert has been playing some pretty good basketball in this game so far. Getting a lot of good boards. 5 threes in the first quarter for the Jazz. Again, yes, they have been playing very, very good from outside. They're passing the ball more, and it's creating good looks. Okay, I will get the thing set up so that you guys can hear. Yeah, I'm a big Browns fan myself, so yes, we are winning the Super Bowl. We got to stay humble, though. All right, little man is joining us now on the Zoom, so make sure you stick around. We can get some commentary from the man who is little. And yes, he does definitely know sports. When you join that, I sent that link to your email, by the way, Addison, so you should just be able to join. All right, everybody. Once again, we are at 23-33 right now in this game at the end of the first, heading into the second quarter here in just a sec. I'll switch that up so you guys don't get confused. I'm going to set up my other thing so Addison's able to talk. The Jazz, again, playing some fantastic basketball, just really passing the ball, and they're doing it really well, which is good. JC is not playing right now while we are heading into the second quarter. 199 subscribers. Can we get one more? If you get me one more, that would be amazing. Okay, here he is. Let's admit him. All right, let's see what the man does. He takes a minute to set up his things. So, there he is. You got your mic on yet? All right, hold on. Let's see. You're not plugged in, I don't think. Try talking. It's not working. I can't hear you. That's weird. We are now in the second quarter. Here's Mike Conley. While you're figuring that out, I'm just going to call it. Mike Conley up top goes inside, gives it outside to Georges Niang. 4-3. That one's up and down. Georges Niang, the deep ball. And that one will not count. I'm not exactly sure why. 25-23 now. The Hawks did score at some point right there. Now here's Rajon Rondo for the Hawks. He gives it over to DeAndre Hunter. Hunter going inside. Gets Mie Oni on his back, and he puts it up and in. Still not working, Addison. I can't hear you.
Hello? There.
Yeah, now I got you. I got you now.
Here's where are we at? Just where are you at?
11:02 in the second is where I'm at.
Perfect.
Now outside for Niang. That one's good. He hit one earlier. He actually dunked earlier, but now he's got a 3 on the board. 5 points so far for Georges Niang. And there's a foul on the other end. That one's going to go on Mie Oni for the Jazz on defense.
All right, hey, pause your thing for like 1 second because you're a couple seconds ahead of me.
Okay, I think I'm good now. I just saw the replay of Niang just hit his 3. Are we good? 10:47. Here's Rondo outside. Rondo. Steps back on Niang.
Good D.
Looking to go inside. Gives it over to Collins, and he'll pop a shot. That was an awkward shot right there by Collins, but good defense right there by Georges Niang. Now here's Clarkson on the other end. Clarkson gets a nice screen from Mike Conley. Gets so much space, but he can't hit it. He is offers on the night.
Here, pause it for like one more second, and then we're good.
One.
And then I can take it over.
Okay. 10-17 now.
All right, there we go. All right, here's Rajon Rondo, and of course help me with some of the names too, because
Rajon, I don't know.
Who's number 12?
It could be Rajon. That is John, or that's DeAndre Hunter.
Okay.
And then Clint Capella.
Carter working with the swings over to Rondo. He's gonna get a screen from Carter. Rondo loses possession, gets it back, 2 on the shot clock. He's gonna have to hoist up a rare 3, no good, and that's gonna be rebounded by Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson went out, bringing it down the floor. Clarkson sets it back over on the corner now. Spinning inside, floater up. Can't get the floater off the glass. Rebounded by the Hawks, and here they come down the floor. He's got Rondo. Kicks it over to Hunter. DeAndre Hunter backs down on Gobert and got it to go off the glass. Good shot by Hunter, and it's 36-29.
By the way,
just yet,
big
guys.
man is Clint Capella.
Already hit that subscribe button. Here's Conley. Conley inside the little floater short. Rebounded by Gobert. The reverse layup got it to go. Rudy Gobert. How's Rudy been playing tonight?
He's been playing all right. He's getting boards, and that's all you really need him to do.
Yeah. And he better be putting up a little bit of
points.
That's
Goodwin, by the way.
And here's DeAndre Hunter. Hunter pulls up mid-range from the left block and got it to go. He gets his first basket, or not his first basket. I'm new to this game, so here is Royce O'Neal over to Georges Niang over on the right corner. He'll swing to Gobert. Back over to Niang. A tough 3. Cannot get that one to go. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here comes Rondo bringing it down the floor. Rondo guarded by Georges Niang over on the left wing. 8:29 remaining here in the second quarter. Backing down on Uni is that Hunter?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, well, Rajon Rondo pulled up for 3, could not make that one, and now Clarkson quickly down the floor and is going to be fouled on that play. Again, appreciate everyone who is stopping on in. We got 24 in the house. Make sure if you guys have not done so already, smash up the like button, hit that subscribe button. We locking down Trey. Yeah, how's Trae Young doing tonight?
He's not playing very well at all, to be honest with you. He's got 0 points. 0 for 4.
DeAndre Hunter has had all 8 of Atlanta points this quarter. He's got 10 points on the game so far. He is taking a rest on the bench. With 8:14, Donovan Mitchell and Bojan Bogdanovic are rechecking in for the Utah Jazz here. Gobert and appears to be Conley checking out. And then Hill is checking in for the Hawks. All right, and here is Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell quickly to the basket, lays it up and in, and the Jazz up by 9 with 8 minutes to go here. Here is Trae Young. He just checked back in. Trae Young, double team by Favors and O'Neal. He'll swing it over to the left wing. Good pump fake right there. Driving inside. Layup no good.
Goodwin.
And who is that?
Goodwin. I don't know who it is. Goodwin.
Goodwin will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. That was a good pump fake on the three-pointer right there. Completely fooled I believe that was Bogdanovic, who was in coverage, and drove inside and got fouled by Derek Favors. First free throw up, and the first free throw is down. You know, if we win this game, we move to second in the Western Conference.
Yep. I mean, it doesn't mean anything yet.
I know, but I'm just saying, like.
That's good, though.
And the second free throw is knocked down. Now quickly, Donovan Mitchell down the floor, no good. Can't knock down the floater, rebounded by Trae Young. Trae Young down the floor. He can't get it to go. Trae Young misses the floater, and here comes O'Neal. Back down the floor. He kicks over to Clarkson on the left wing. Clarkson guarded by Trae Young. Clarkson spinning. Clarkson has to reset.
Oh, Clarkson, what are you doing?
What on earth? Somehow O'Neal finds that ball, and they are going to call a foul, and then the Jazz will call a timeout.
Clarkson's not
7:20
feeling it tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he just looks
He's
so...
0 for 5. 0 for 4 3-pointers. He's not playing his best game. I think he'll loosen up in a little bit. But you take a look at the stats right now. Kevin Huerter is playing a pretty good game. Herter, however you say it. Anyway, he's playing a pretty good game for the Hawks. John Collins for the Hawks has been playing pretty good. That's their star power forward. And Goodwin, who just checked in for them, he's a point guard, has 2 points on 2 free throws. Trae Young is yet to score on 5 shots. Very interesting. And Solomon Hill.
Trae Young has been missing the opens one too. And Blake,
he's not as aggressive. I saw we hit 200.
We just hit 200 subscribers. We really do appreciate that, everyone. We are going to continue to grow here on the Jazz Huddle on the road to 1,000 subscribers, guys. Appreciate it, Joseph. And let's keep it rolling, man. Let's keep it rolling. That's awesome, bro. 200 in a month, bro. Less than a month.
Quick. That was pretty quick.
That's awesome. So we are on a commercial timeout right now. The Jazz on top here in this one. We got a great game going on right now. Jazz on top, 40-33 here with 7:21 remaining in the second quarter. Blake just read you the leading scores of tonight's games. And let's see. So who's leading for the Jazz, though? That I don't know.
Mike Conley. He's got 10.
Oh, Conley's got 10. Okay, I like that. Good to see.
DeAndre Hunter for the Hawks. He's playing a good game.
Yeah, he's got 10 points early in this one.
The rebound battle is probably going to be close in this game because you got Clint Capella for the Hawks, and then you got Rudy Gobert for the Jazz. Gobert's got 7. Capella has 5.
And if you guys, and for all the Jazz fans that watched back in the 2018 and 2019 playoffs, Clint Capella owns Rudy Gobert.
He does, and he's really good off of those pick and roll situations. That's literally all the Rockets ran. They ran the most pick and rolls back when they had him in the league, and it was pretty incredible to watch. But
no, yeah, I mean, it was so. I mean, Clint Capella just absolutely just like
he eats in the
such
paint.
a threat to
He's
Gobert.
very good. He's not very versatile. He just has he's dominant when he gets that ball up top.
Absolutely.
It's good,
and we are about to be back. We have 27 people in the chat. Make sure if you have not done so already, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and drop down who you guys think is going to win this game down below in the comment section. Oh, and a nice move underneath. Trae Young with it. Trae Young the crossover. Trae Young out to the corner.
That's a big mismatch on Favors.
And Young fires away, and he missed it again, but it's rebounded right there by Hill. He kicks it over to the top of the key. Now it's Hunter. Deep three, no good. Rebounded by O'Neal. And now here comes Donovan Mitchell back down the floor over on the right wing. Donovan driving. Donovan got it to go off the glass.
Big finish by Donovan.
That's a great play by Donovan. He's so good at attacking, especially on that right side, and getting those floaters to fall. Here's Trae Young, who started 0 of 6 tonight. Young inside. Make that 0 of 7. Another offensive rebound. The Euro step inside, and the reverse hand layup will fall right there for, who is that?
Reddish.
Reddish?
Yeah, Reddish.
All right, thank you.
Like the plant.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And no foul called right there on the Hawks, and it's going to be...
He's just got to go up stronger. I know he's trying to draw fouls, but it's not really working, and it's kind of causing the Jazz a little bit of trouble. That's Herter, by the way, with the ball. Herter, however you want to say it.
All right. And here is Hill. Hill will kick it out to the corner. He's going to swing that one to the top of the key. Pull up mid-range. No good. Rebounded by O'Neal. And here comes Donovan Mitchell. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Mitchell going to fire away a 3.
Oh.
And not get that one to go.
That's a tough bounce.
Hit the back iron. Here comes Trae Young. Young, the easy layup. Got it to go. And finally, after 8 shots, Trae Young gets his first one to fall, and the Jazz lead has fallen to 5. We appreciate that, LJ. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Here is Favors with it. Favors over on the right wing. He'll kick over to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich over on the right corner, guarded by Trae Young. He's going to back him
Oof.
down. And, it's
What
poked
a
away by
steal.
Trae Young.
Great defense.
That is great defense by Trae Young. And now Trae Young back down the floor. Good D by Bogdanovich. Trae Young lost it. No, they're going to call a kickball on Bogdanovich, so possession will remain.
What?
I didn't see a kickball.
I don't know. Well, he's not complaining, so I guess he did, but.
Welcome in, Sneakers Talk. Appreciate you tuning on into the stream, man. Jazz all the way. Absolutely, man. We're big Jazz fans here, so we obviously hoping the Jazz can pull this win out tonight. We really do need it. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like a must-win game, but
this is a good confidence booster game if we can come out and win this by a lot. But it's not. It's looking like the Hawks are going to put up a good fight.
Yeah, Hawks are staying alive. Next was Jazz NBA Finals, Jazz in 6. Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I wish, but here is Trae Young at the top of the key, guarded by Royce O'Neal. Trae Young off a screen. Young driving with the left. Good bounce. Whoa! But swallowed away by Rudy Gobert. And was that Capella?
That was Okongwu.
That was Okongwu with the shot, and Gobert sent it back. It will be Hawks ball with the 1.8 seconds on the shot clock. Ooh.
I think that was off of Gobert.
Yeah, I mean, it was close, though. Has anyone got a good stream? Carl, we're doing the play-by-play for you guys. It's illegal to show the actual game due to copyright regulations. Shot no good. Fast on the transition or the chest.
Oh!
Knocks down the 3 and does his famous thing. I wouldn't say famous, but every time he knocks down a 3, he does it. 45-37. The Hawks are 0-9 shooting 3s. The Jazz have made 6 of 18, though. Here's Young. Young kicks it over to the corner. They're going to fire up another 3. Finally got that to go, and the Hawks respond to the Jazz 3 with one of their own.
That was Reddish, by the way.
Reddish knocked down that 3-pointer from the left wing. Here's Donovan. Donovan Mitchell driving inside. Donovan at the free throw line now takes it back over to the right wing. Donovan Mitchell with 8 on the shot clock, 4:14 to go here in the second quarter. Donovan, stutter step,
too much space.
To go.
Too much space.
Donovan
Dang,
Mitchell
wow.
with a beautiful stutter step move and knocked it down.
He's playing like Bubble Donovan right now.
How much does Donovan have today?
He's got 14 so far, 6 for 11. He's shooting a good clip.
14 points, 2 of 5 shooting the 3-point shot tonight. Here's Reddish. Reddish guarded by O'Neal.
Oh.
And that's going to be a backcourt violation on the Hawks. Couldn't secure the pass, and it'll be Utah ball. 3:46 Jazz up by 8. My man Clark, what is going on, brother? Appreciate you tuning on in. Hope you're having a great day. How you doing, my man?
Trae Young is visibly frustrated right now. He is obviously not playing his best game right now. So Trae Young, he is not playing.
Trae Young's had a very rough night tonight. If we ever stop taking bad shots, it hasn't been as bad as it has been recently, but even that was just a bad shot selection by Donovan Mitchell.
Well, but I mean, he's made that before, so I don't mind it. But
I know what you mean, though. Here is O'Neal. O'Neal drives inside baseline, kicks it out. Mitchell!
There you go.
Got it again!
Wow.
Donovan Mitchell has given the Jazz an 11-point lead, and the Hawks will call a timeout. How about it?
Fantastic by Donovan Mitchell. He shakes up that defense, getting himself open, and then when he's wide open, it's game over for any defense that gives him that much space.
That was a great pass by O'Neal on the baseline as well to find Donovan Mitchell wide open. And the Jazz up 11. And how many blocks does Rudy Gobert have?
2, I think.
Mighty Snickers. Why would the Jazz trade for LaMarcus Aldridge? What?
No. LaMarcus Aldridge is too old. He's got a terrible contract.
Make sure, guys, if you have not done so already, to smash up that like button, guys. Smash up the like button if you guys are enjoying the stream. And if you are new to the channel as well, guys, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be doing this for every single Jazz game this season. We're also going to be coming out with post-game reports and many other Jazz videos as well throughout the season, guys. So, again, smash that like, hit that subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so you never miss when we go live.
Yeah, make sure to stop in. We put them together pretty well. We love making the post-game reports. make sure to stop in.
Yeah,
I would appreciate it.
Don't miss out on those post-game reports. We dive into a ton of stuff while covering those, so do not miss out on that post-game report. We'll have it in, we normally have it in 10, 15 minutes after the game.
Yeah.
We film it right after we stream, so.
I'm actually going to do the thumbnail right now so that we have it ready.
That's a good idea. We'll do it at halftime because we're probably going to be back soon from the. I really wanted Kemba Walker back 2019 summer, or maybe it was 2019 summer. Young, bowler, and harping. Hey man, that's what we want to be one day. Whether it's for the Jazz or any broadcasting opportunity. That's what you want to do too, right?
For sure.
Yeah, I wasn't tripping, but that's what we wanted to do for a long time, or what I wanted to do for a long time. So.
Bowler is a fantastic commentator, so it's fun to. Yeah.
What do you use to watch the game? Well, we both have the NBA League Pass. You have to purchase it, and you can still purchase it if you want to. If you want to be able to watch, you can watch any NBA game, and any NBA game you want to. So. Well, except the ones that are, except the your local station. Like if you live in Boston,
Phoenix,
if you live in Boston, you'll have that local channel. But you basically can watch any NBA game you want. And we are back after the commercial timeout. Hawks trying to make a quick answer, and they do inside the finish, and it's 51-42. Who was that?
What's the number?
3.
That would have been Herder, the white guy.
Yeah. Herder got that last basket, and then Capella had a foul on Rudy Gobert down low. 2:59 here remaining in the second quarter. The Jazz up by 9 over the Atlanta Hawks. The Jazz looking to win their 4th straight game tonight on a 3-game winning streak. Wins over the Bucks, the Cavs, and who was the other team? The Pistons. That's who it was.
The Pistons. That was a good win for the
throw it in.
Jazz.
He'll fire over to Rudy Gobert. Now back over to Mitchell. Mitchell at the top of the key. He'll fire over to Bogdanovich. Bogey to Mitchell. Mitchell the pump fake 3, and then is fouled right there. What's number 3 again? Goodness, I cannot.
Herder. White guy is Herder. Just remember it that way.
Got it. 2:52 remaining here in the second quarter. The Jazz will once again inbound it. We got 23 people in here. What if the Jazz traded 2 of their starters for Klay Thompson? No. He's coming off of 2 ACL tears. No. Too risky. Here is Donovan. Donovan, a pump fake 3. 5 on the shot clock. Gets a screen. Wide open again. Stop leaving him open. Because he's going to
give him that much space.
Donovan with 1, 2, 3, 4 3-pointers on the day. And the
Respect
Jazz
his name.
Mitchell with 20 and 13 in the second. Here is Herder. Herder inside of Capella. Capella, the hook shot with the left hand.
That was smooth.
That was a good hook shot.
He is very dominant inside, and we see it a lot, especially on Rudy Gobert for whatever reason.
Bogey out to O'Neal. Open 3, no good. Great rebound by Conley. Conley over to O'Neal. Back to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich the shot. And he is fouled, and Bogdanovich headed to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Good move by Bogdanovich to get inside there. I thought he had that jumper right on line. It was just a little bit far, though.
And Clark mentions love Harden out of the West finally. I'm just so glad if we play the Rockets in the playoffs, or when we play them, we don't have to deal with them, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not
that stupid small ball crap. Now they have to play DeMarcus Cousins, so they can't do their freaking small ball thing where they played 5 shooting guards. That was the most annoying lineup ever.
The upcoming schedule for the Jazz, they are at Denver on Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. We will be live for that, 6 p.m. Mountain time. And then on Tuesday, they go up against the Pelicans at 7:30 Eastern time. I'm pretty sure we'll be live for that one as well. And here is Rajon Rondo. Kicks over to the corner. Deep 3, no good. And it's another rebound, that time by Capella. Now Rajon Rondo driving inside. Kicks to Capella. Capella.
Oh!
It's swatted away.
That
Or are they
was
going to call a
incredible.
goaltend? They are. They're going to call a goaltend on Rudy Gobert right there.
I don't know about that.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Dang it.
Oh. Huh?
Yeah, I was on the way down.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. That's kind of stupid.
All right. Well, they'll give him the basket now. Conley down Rudy Gobert.
Good
And
stuff.
Gobert flushes it home for two. 1:24 remaining in the second quarter. 58-46 is the score. Here is Rondo. Rondo working with it. Going to get a screen. Oh, good move by Rondo. Pull up mid-range. Cannot get it to go. And it's going to be rebounded by Mitchell.
Wow.
He somehow saves it. Great effort. And now by Donovan the other way. Finds O'Neal. He finds
Oh!
Knocks on his head.
That's incredible.
Rudy over Capella. Jazz lead by 14.
The power from Rudy Gobert. That's a very, very good finish.
And now Reddish, the mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound Gobert. Here comes Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell kicks it to Conley, to Bogey. Bogey inside to Gobert. And then Gobert gets it tipped away. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Utah ball, 38.5 seconds. I want to see the new big guy play. I forgot his name. Aduka.
Udoka. You.
Aduka.
No. Not Aduka. Say it. You. Just say you.
Udoka.
Yes.
Udoka. I got Udoka Azubuki's his name.
Now say it one more time, just for good measure.
Udoka Azubuki.
Good job. Look at that.
Yeah, and Clark, I agree with you. I agree because when we don't have Conley and we don't have a true point guard to go along with them. Little man, you fit. Yes, that was my team before it shut down. Welcome in, Ashley. Is Denver Nuggets still the same team? No, they actually lost a lot of players this past offseason.
No, not MPJ. I'm stupid. Not MPJ. They did not.
No, they didn't lose MPJ.
He's injured, though, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he didn't play last night. And Rudy Gobert at the line shooting two. He made one right there. 61-46 is the score. 34 seconds to go here in the first half. And it'll be a deep three right there by the Hawks. No good again. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. 25 seconds to go. A 4-second difference between shot and game clock. Here we go. Here's Donovan. And he's gonna get it poked away right there, out of bounds right there. Good defense by the Hawks. Jazz will have possession. 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 12 seconds to go here in the half. Again,
yes,
no appreciate everyone's
talk. He is back with.
Great move, Donovan. Oh, a tough no goal. No, how is that an offensive foul?
You got to be joking me. That's kind of ridiculous. They're being weak. I don't like Ed Malloy. Ed Malloy is one of the refs. So.
Let's see. Yep, good call. He pushed him.
Ah, dang.
4 seconds. Here comes Rondo inside. Lost it. Conley. Full court.
Oh!
He almost made it.
That was so close.
On target, but he just fell short.
56 feet, and he nearly made that. That was pretty crazy. Ed Malloy. I don't really like Ed at all.
Oh, man. I would have lost it if he made that. Little Man in Backcourt will start a gaming channel at this stream and just gaming channel mystery. I don't play video games. I don't got time for video games. I mean, I play it, but like I don't have time like to play at night. I got basketball for my school. I'm lucky enough that like most of my basketball practices end before like games start. But we are at halftime right now, everybody. Do appreciate again everyone who is stopping on in. The Jazz up 61-46 at the halftime break. ESPN. Apparently there's a good finish between the Mavericks and the 112 to 109, 1.6 seconds to go in that game. If he makes his free throw, it's over. Oh, he missed. Luka. Full court to tie it. Oh, he almost made it.
Is that game?
Yeah, it's over.
Who won?
The Bucks.
The Bucks won. Okay.
Barely, though.
Bobby Portis. I don't know about that guy, man.
All right, but again, we are at halftime. Make sure to drop down your score predictions for the second half. What do you think the Super Bowl start? What, Renz? Go back in the Hawks. Welcome in, way gone. Appreciate you stopping on in. And make sure, guys, if you have not done so already, hit that subscribe button, guys. It really does help out with the channel, guys. We are on the road to now 300 subscribers. We just hit 200 this stream. We would greatly appreciate your support. We're going to be coming out with tons of Jazz content throughout the entire season. We'll be going live for every single Utah Jazz game this year. So smash the like, hit that subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell as well, guys, so you never miss when we go live here on the Jazz Huddle.
Yeah, make sure you stop in again. It's really good for us, and we do some really good breakdowns of basically everything that happens throughout the entire game. By the way, have you seen Nikola Jokic's haircut?
No, I have not.
Look on the. Oh, he's gone now.
Well,
oh, never mind. He's back. He's on the last one in the game break. Holy, that's a big.
That was a great dunk by Wiseman. If that's
look at Jokic's haircut. Did you see it?
No, it looks normal, bro.
Oh, he's got like thick brown hair now.
What? Ice Tray living up to his no. He's played awful today. I mean, literally pure awful. Oh man, and it looks like. Can you see if YouTube's hiding it again? That's what it looks like, but I can't tell.
Man, why?
It wasn't hiding it for a little bit.
It wasn't?
Well, yeah, no, I looked it up. It was, then it wasn't, and now it is again. Well, man, I got to go to bed for work. DC is crazy right now. Stay safe. Good luck with the stream. We appreciate it, Clark. You have yourself a great rest of your night, man. Hopefully you stay safe, man, and we appreciate your support, bro. Have a great night. Oh, that's a nasty
Fudge,
one.
yeah, it's not here.
You all need to at least stream one NFL playoff game or change your name to Little Man Knows Basketball. Yeah, I do need to stream other sports than basketball, so it's not just. I know what you mean. Jordan Clarkson will come back the second half, if he even plays in the second half. The Jazz doesn't it feel like the Jazz are so against playing that man in the second half? Porter, I'm right here, bro. But we'll see, man. It should be a fun second half. Hopefully we can pull away and just go win 4 straight, because then you've got Denver.
Yeah.
Right? You beat Denver, which I think we will. We're now sitting at 9-4. Now let's look at our upcoming schedule, right? Let's just take a quick look at it. You then got the Pelicans, 2 games. I think we can win both those. I think we can win the Warriors. I think we can win the Knicks. You win that, then you're 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-4. Very possible. I don't think it will happen, but it's very possible. No, then you've got the Mavericks. You'll probably lose one of those. You've got the Nuggets, but then you've got the Pistons, the Hawks, the Hornets. A couple easy games in there. In this first part of the first part of the schedule, you know. So we really need to capitalize on games like these.
Yeah, for sure.
I figured you were, Porter, but.
All right, I'm changing up a couple things. We should be able
Yeah,
to
on the title.
Yeah.
I just don't understand, because when we had 2 people in here, it obviously wasn't hiding it. But I just don't understand, what we have to do.
Yeah, it's weird how the algorithm works. The only real way that we can make sure that it's not hidden is if we just get a ton of people to like it. So if you're in the stream right now and you haven't already liked the stream, please do so.
Yes,
we can get a ton of people in here if we like that button. By the way, we'll take a look at the stats here, courtesy of me. By the way, I am currently in a blizzard. I don't even know if you've ever seen snow, Addison, but I have a blizzard here in Omaha right now. It is ridiculous. We had a snow day today. I don't know if you've ever had that feeling. It's pretty
No,
cool.
man, I don't. I've never had that feeling. Never.
You know, actually, in my school district, if we have snow days, they have to push back our summer. So now they made it e-learning days. So we just go home and each class gives us an hour of homework to do. So,
Ew.
yeah, it sucks. But you know what? It's better than going. So, whatever.
Yeah, you are right.
But anyway, let's take a look at the stats. We have for the Hawks, their starters tonight were John Collins, DeAndre Hunter, Clint Capella, Trey Young, and Cam Reddish. All five of those guys played right in that range of 14, 15 minutes, and they are shorthanded right now. They are not playing with Danilo Gallinari and Bogdan Bogdanovic, which is very, very important for them to play with those two guys because they are that was their offseason. They acquired Rajon Rondo, big deal right there. They also got Bogdan Bogdanovic in probably the most scuffed move in NBA history, and then they also got Danilo Gallinari. That's a big pickup for them, adding some depth to that power forward spot. But both of them coming into this game were supposed to be not playing. Stream the Masters Golf Finals. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, that's not up our alley.
It is up my alley, but it's not on right now. I can stream that on my channel, but I don't think that's on
but
right
not
now.
obviously on here. But let's see how we're not too far away from the second half getting underway. Let me take a look real quick.
Yeah, that's on April. That's in April.
Yeah, far away. 6 minutes and 30 seconds till the second half does get underway, guys. So make sure, if you have not done so already, smash that like button, guys. We are about to get underway with the second half here in just a little bit. You all better stream the Olympics. Yeah, maybe on separate channels we can do stuff like that, but on here it's strictly Jazz stuff. We have snow here in Colorado. It seems like it snows everywhere but Florida, which is...
Well, that kind of makes sense, but yeah.
Yep. Sucks, but... Who is the leading scorer for the... It's Donovan, right, with 20? Donovan's got to be the leading scorer.
Mm-hmm. I am currently in Nebraska. Yes, that is right. If Rudy could hit threes, you know what? Even if he could hit threes, which we know he can, we've seen him do it in videos, but... Quinn Snyder's never going to let that guy shoot a three in a game. And if he does, he's going to be immediately benched. It's not his role on this team. His role on this team is to play defense and get boards. That's about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Nebraska and Utah Jazz stream, not from Utah. Yeah, funny enough, neither of us are from Utah. Blake lives in Nebraska, and I live in Florida. So, two Jazz fans, not anywhere remotely. Well, I guess you're somewhat close. But yeah,
no, I'm not.
He's in Nebraska.
For us, it's like probably like a. Well, I go there a lot, so it's like probably a 5-hour flight ish if you're taking it one way, and it's like a 12-hour drive, or maybe it's 8. Maybe it's 8. I don't know, but it's a lot. I can look it up. To Salt Lake, I'll look up what the drive time is from Sarasota, Florida.
Oh, Sarasota to Utah? I looked that up before. That's like 2 days.
Yeah, that's a long time. Furthest I've gone is Ohio from here.
We should begin going with the second half here in just a little bit, guys. I would say around 4 to 3 minutes till the second half gets underway. Do appreciate those who are staying on in the stream. There normally would be a little more people in here, but YouTube has once again.
Carl is from Ireland. That is incredible. Thank you for stopping in and showing up. We got someone from
Ireland in here.
No snow in Utah at all. Yeah, I got a lot of family in Utah. How's powder season been? How's skiing so far this year?
Dang, from Ireland. Well, welcome in from Ireland. Don might go for 50. He's not going to go for 50. He could go for 40, but I think he's going to end around 30 something. That's what I would say. But second half just about to get underway. The players are coming on to warm up now, and hopefully the Jazz can just pull away with this. I want this.
Yeah, they don't need any heebie-jeebies in the middle of this. They just need to finish.
Let's bury him. Let's bury him quick. and let's have YouTube unhide our stream. That would be really helpful.
Jeez.
I just don't
Kyrie
understand.
Irving will have to forfeit $800,000 in salary after attending an indoor party. Holy,
Are you for real?
that's incredible.
That's unbelievable, man.
I don't really blame him because he's being so weird right now.
Yeah, he deserves that low key. Well, 3 minutes away until the second half gets underway. Make sure to drop. Oh my goodness. Drop down your predictions for the second half down in the comment section below. Second half just about to get underway. Let's go, man. Jazz are playing some good basketball recently, man. I'm glad that we're getting on a run right now, especially after losing to the Nets and the Knicks. So let's keep it going this second half, and let's go into the Denver game with a 4-game winning streak and get the 5th one, man. Let's get it done.
Yeah, for sure. Greatest snow on earth. Yeah, the powder there is no joke. I want to go skiing really bad. My parents used to go all the time, but now they do not. But I think we're going to go soon to go skiing. But, yeah. Can the Jazz break the record tonight in threes? No, because they only made like 6 in the first half.
Yeah, we didn't make a lot of threes in the
Still scoring a lot, though. 61 is quite a bit.
Yeah, they have been. The offense has been there. Just hasn't been a whole bunch of threes. And I gotta find out. Like, hold on.
Wow, the NRA just filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. That's crazy.
Okay, can you change the title to exactly this? Okay.
Okay, hold on a sec. Is somebody else doing it?
No.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Let me know.
Atlanta Hawks versus Utah Jazz live.
Caps on the live.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
NBA live. Play-by-play reaction. And we can just see if that works. But I doubt it will, but it's at least something to give a shot. Jazz 142-96. That's a high scoring game, right? It's not going to get that high, Quinn. Mystery says 126-105. The Jazz win this one. I'm hoping, man. Leading scorers, Donovan with 20, Gobert with 12, Conley with 10, Bogdanovich with 7, O'Neal with 5 for the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter with 10, Reddish with 9, Capella with 8, Kevin Hunter
Huerter
with 8, and then John Collins with 7 points on the night.
Yeah, good game so far from the Hawks, not going to lie. They're playing pretty well for being so short-handed.
Are they really that short-handed?
Yeah, they're missing Bogdanovich. They're missing
Bro?
Yeah, they're missing Danilo Gallinari.
Especially when Trey's on an off night. Imagine if Trey was, having a good night. He's not even in the top 5 scorers. And that, that's a problem. And already moving from corrupt. Best Nightmare 112-87. Hey, man, let's hope for it. We need this win. Behind the numbers, defense the last 3 games, number 2 in defensive rating, number 1 in field goal percentage allowed, and number 2 in 3-point percentage allowed. The Jazz defense has been doing amazing in this 3-game win streak they are on. And they've held Trae Young to 2 points, 3 assists on 1 of 8 shooting. Did you change the title?
I did. It should be good.
All right, perfect. Well, I don't think it... Oh, yeah, it did. All right. First shut up, no good by the Hawks, and here comes Mike Conley. Conley down the floor. Conley pass to Gobert underneath. Gobert, the hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Capella. Here come the Hawks back down the other way. Trae Young with the crossover. Trae Young is going to be fouled by Mike Conley right there. And it'll just be a throw-in. I don't know why it's hiding it, bro. Why does it do this? Jazz 118-104 says Lewis. I'm screenshotting all these just in case any of them are right. What the heck?
Is it not showing up?
It's just not showing up at all, bro.
I'm gonna
I
change
just
it.
don't know why. All right. Here's Trae Young at the line. Got it to go. He made both of those, and it's 61-48. 11:22 here remaining in the third quarter. Here is Mike Conley. Conley over on the left wing. Conley going to swing over to Donovan. Donovan, pump fake three. And now double teams. He's going to swing it inside to Gobert. And Gobert dropped the alley-oop. Now Cam Reddish open three, and just like that.
Oh, he's got that. Ooh. Yeah.
Just like
100%.
that. So Rudy Gobert drops a wide open dunk, and then that Hawks hit a three in transition.
Now I think you're ahead of me.
Am I really?
Just commentate and I'll see.
Okay. And now the Jazz will turn it over again. That's going to be a traveling.
Yeah, you're a little bit ahead. Pause it for like 1 second and then.
All right, there we go.
Okay, we should be good.
And that's two turnovers in a row by the Jazz, and the Hawks are starting to get in a little bit of a rhythm now.
Yeah.
Here's Trae Young. Good pass to
Wow.
And Quinn Snyder calls a timeout. It's an 8-point basketball game. Just like that.
You know, Trae Young isn't known for being a distributor or a good defender, but he's not terrible in either of those capacities.
Nope, he's playing well right now. And with 10:36 remaining in the first quarter, the Jazz lead has shrunk to 8 points. That's it.
You know, the best players know if they're not going to be able to score in a situation, they know to pass it. And that's something that Trae Young has had to learn over time, but he has made it, and he is doing pretty well at getting that ball passed when he needs to.
Man, I just don't understand. I'm really trying to figure this out, why it's... See, because everyone shows up for the Pelicans, even though there's multiple ones. They all still show up.
Yeah.
Where for this, it just doesn't.
I'm going to switch it back to Utah Jazz as the first one.
Okay. Again, do appreciate everyone who is on in the stream right now. We got a 8-point Jazz lead over the Hawks right now. The Jazz struggling a bit to start the second half. Multiple turnovers that led to Hawks baskets. And that's why we're only looking at an 8-point lead now for the Utah Jazz here in the third quarter. Hope everyone is having a great night. Make sure if you have not done so already, smash up that like button. It really does help out with the channel and helps the stream get out there and not be hidden. So the more likes, the better. So smash that like button, and of course, if you have not done so already, let's get this stream going. Jazz game plan is just hand the ball to Mitchell and let him worry about the rest. Mitchell's had a great game, and I mean, we need to keep feeding him the ball, but I mean, every time he passes, you know, on the last two possessions, we've had 2 straight turnovers, so I want to see Donovan Mitchell cook a little more.
I do too.
Need to get Clarkson to score. Well, you know the Jazz, they don't like to play him in the second half for some weird reason, so I don't know. And Sunday, here on the channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, it is a rematch between the Jazz and the Nuggets. The Jazz led 3-1 in that series. We all know what happened. We won't even talk about it, but it's time for revenge. We've got to get revenge on the Nuggets. That I can't even explain how much that game means to me. Here is Mike Conley. Oh, a beautiful fake pass, but he's short on the floater. And here comes Trae Young down the floor. Pass inside, slam home. It's a 6-point game.
Clint Capella, again, very dominant in the paint. You see it quite often. He gets that edge on Rudy Gobert and capitalizes quite often.
Now, Donovan is short on the mid-range shot. And here come the Hawks back down the floor, under 10 to play here in the third quarter. Trae Young Good pass inside, and the alley hoop is failed, but they somehow get it back. Capella the hook shot, and it's a 4-point game. From 14-4, just like that. And now here is Donovan Mitchell with it. Over to Conley. Conley drives inside, floater up, and he is fouled. And so Conley will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. But holy cow. I mean, we've totally let this game get away from us, man.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's just a matter of, can you come out in the second half and play like the game just started, You have to maintain momentum, and that's something that the Jazz are not fantastic at.
All right, here is Conley. Conley at the line, and he got it to go 62-57 the score, 9:33 remaining in the third quarter. I feel like every time we do a stream together, it doesn't work. It's so weird.
Yeah, it is pretty weird.
Not that it doesn't work, but that it hides it every time. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, it's weird because I had 30 people in here earlier for a while, but I don't know.
I don't know. Like, should I leave for a little bit and see what happens just to test it out?
I don't think it'll change anything, but I mean, you can try.
It changed something. I say we do that for a little bit and just see if it works.
Okay, let's try 10 minutes and then you can come back, or if you want to do like 5.
Sounds good. I'll be back in a little bit. You got it from here.
All right. Here are the Jazz. Gobert going inside, and there was a foul off the ball. It's going to be a travel, actually, by Bojan Bogdanovic right there. Addison will be back shortly, but for now we're trying to see if we can get this to work with the title and everything. He'll be back in 10. So here's Trae Young up top for the Hawks. He goes down low, looking to get it outside, and does for DeAndre Hunter. He can't hit his shot. Now here is Donovan Mitchell on the other end for the Jazz. He crosses half court, working up top on Cam Reddish, goes inside and kicks it out to Bojan Bogdanovic, wide open for 3, and he nails the deep three-pointer. A quick corner 3 for the Jazz there. 64-59 or 66-59 is our score. Now here are the Jazz. Inside is Trae Young. He'll pop a shot. That one's no good. Rebounded by the Utah Jazz. Donovan Mitchell on the other end for them. Going inside. Gobert just grabbed his 10th rebound, by the way. And Donovan throws up a shot. That one's no good. Going to be a foul on the floor on that one. Collins with that one. It's an off ball. The patience by Donovan to get that ball to Bojan Bogdanovic, drawing the defender in so we can have him wide open. Very, very important for Donovan Mitchell to be a good distributor for this Jazz team. Capella will come out for the Hawks. Herder checks in. $22 points for Capella. No, that's not right. 12 points. Yeah, I don't know what it just said. Donovan Mitchell, deep 3 is money. Donovan Mitchell from way outside nails it, and it is a 10-point game. Just like that, the Jazz wide opening that gap. Now here's Reddish. He gives it over to Trae Young. Trae Young going inside on Rudy Gobert. Gives it outside to John Collins. Now outside for Reddish, and he nails a 3 and keeping this Hawks team right within striking distance against the Jazz. Conley going inside now, and he can't finish. That's going to stay with the Jazz, it looks like. Or with the Jazz. Cam Reddish is an outstanding shooter. 20 people in here now. What is going on, everybody? At the line, Mike Conley. It looks like the Jazz may or may not be in the bonus. I couldn't tell you. No, actually it wasn't. It was on the shot. I didn't think it was originally on the shot, but it is on the shot. Again, Addison will be joining us probably here in about 10 minutes. We're testing out something. Now Conley at the line. Can't hit his first one. An odd sight right there. Conley rarely misses. Favors coming in, and he's coming in for Rudy Gobert. Going to be very important for him to get out and run. You know Favors is good at that. He does his job. And Conley hits that one at the line. 70 is the score. 70-62. Sorry, I had the score wrong. 62. On the other end, here's Collins for the Hawks. Gives it over to Trae Young. He goes inside on Favors. And that one's going to go off the foot of the Jazz. It will stay with the Hawks. That one is going to go off of Favors. Little man leaves. Jazz play good. He joins. Jazz suck. Yeah, that's kind of the pattern right now. And now here is Collins to take this ball in. Gives it over to Hunter. Hunter quickly driving, and he pops his shot. That one's no good. Rebounded by Jordan Clarkson for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson crossing the timeline now. He gives it over to Donovan Mitchell. Deep three by Donovan. That one's good from way outside. Donovan Mitchell, the fantastic shooter. He gets great length on that jump shot. He's able to get way up in the air, square himself, and hit that shot. Now on the other end, here's John Collins, the star power forward for this Hawks team. He goes inside, and the finish on Derek Favors right there, and he'll go to the line for one more. And one for John Collins, playing some fantastic inside basketball right there. You gotta love the confidence by Donovan Mitchell. 26 points in this game. He's 10 for 19 shooting, playing over 50% at the line, and John Collins hits that one, converts the N1. Big play right there by John Collins, keeping this team for the Hawks within striking distance. Now here's Donovan Mitchell on the other end. Donovan Mitchell, the Jazz stud, passes it outside. Corner three is good by Bojan Bogdanovic. Let it rain. The Jazz raining threes right now. They know how to do that. And a timeout on the floor. The Hawks need to talk it over. You can't let the rain come. 27 people in here. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that like button if you're new to the channel. And if you like this Jazz content you're seeing, and we also do other teams, you know how it is. We're in here for all these Jazz games. Did I get Baby on Dia de Reyes? I don't know. Not sure. Donovan going for 40 or maybe more. Yeah, we'll see. He's looking pretty fantastic in this quarter, so we'll see what happens, but he's looking really good so far. All right, everybody. Again, we have 29 people in the chat. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that like button. We hit 200. That's that big 200 tonight. Let's try to get to 205 before the end of the stream. I would appreciate it. Addison, if you want to come back in, you probably can now. Anyway. They're doing some trivia at over the break right now in the Jazz's arena. They have 1,500 people in there right now. Yeah, better have fun and score a lot before little man comes back. It's a race. All right. Mitchell is currently at 26 points. He's 10 for 19 shooting a little bit over 10 for 19. 1 for 10. Yeah, Trae is not playing his game right now, Rudy. You know, I think we're going to see him light it up in the fourth quarter, but it's really a question of, can he get loose? Trae Young is one of those guys where you kind of see through his aggression, the shots that he takes, you can judge his confidence. So you see, like, when he was confident last year, he averaged a ton of points, right? We saw Trae Young with constant 30-point games, constant 30-plus games, right? That was because he was taking those shots that he's not taking right now. He was taking those deep threes. He was going up with confidence. He was getting his stroke off in stride, and it was very good for that Hawks team. Then you take away those confident shots, and it's going to be hard for him to score. I mean, that's just what comes with not being as confident. But I think it's just because of the additions that the Hawks made. You know, he was the complete number one option on that team. He was the only option for scoring in some instances. But here are the Hawks. And Hunter gives it over to Collins. Collins, handoff to Trae Young, goes inside and loses the ball. Stolen away by Jordan Clarkson. He gives it down low to Bojan Bogdanovic. And the finish by Bogey. What a nice play right there. Herter on the other end. The Hawks trying to push. Gives it over to John Collins. And he loses the ball, but he's going to be fouled on that play. Looks like he'll go to the line. 65-78. The Jazz are up by 13. Yes, 13. Bogdanovic is having a pretty okay game so far. He's got 15. Playing a good game. Actually, yeah, very good game. And John Collins can't hit the first of 2 free throws. He will go to the line. Hunter will check out, and Solomon Hill will come in for him. On the floor for the Hawks right now is John Collins, Trae Young, Cam Reddish, Kevin Herter, and Solomon Hill. Now here's Royce O'Neal to inbound. The second one fell for John Collins. Donovan Mitchell up top with the ball now off of that inbound. 66-80 is our score, and Bogdanovic slides in and gets the finish. He's got 17. Bojan Bogdanovic looking very, very good tonight. Outside for John Collins. His three is off the mark. Going to be rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Donovan Mitchell with the ball. Donovan gets a screen from Derek Favors. He goes inside. Step back Jay. Gets it stolen away by Trae Young. He's had a couple of those already. And John Collins down with the ball. Gives it over to Herter. Herter looking to push. Herter gives it over to Solomon Hill. Solomon Hill makes a move. Gives it over to Herter. And he gets swatted by Derek Favors. Great play right there. Faves with the swat. Now Donovan Mitchell with the ball up top, guarded by Herter. Donovan Mitchell lobs it up, and that one's stolen away by Trae Young. Terrible pass right there by Donovan Mitchell. Trae Young with the ball now. 4:47 left to play in the third. Gives it outside, corner three. Solomon Hill can't hit. Rebounded by Jordan Clarkson for the Utah Jazz. Gets a screen from Faves, and now he spins. Collins playing some fantastic defense right now. Free throw line J for Derek Favors does not go. 66-80, rebounded by Cam Reddish. We got 4:22 left to play in the third. Collins swings it over to Herter. Herter going inside. Kicks it outside to DeAndre Hunter. To Reddish. Reddish goes inside. Another tap by Derek Favors, and he gets that board over to Royce O'Neal. Driving on Solomon Hill. What a finish by Royce O'Neal. He just tore Solomon Hill loose from his shoes. Wow. What a move. Quick Euro step right there by Royce O'Neal, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor. The Hawks have to talk it over. Too much scoring in bunches here for the Utah team. How's everything going here right now? Larry, it is going fantastic. I appreciate you stopping in. You're always here. Appreciate you. Mentality like Westy, bro. Yeah, you know, he's got to get out of that stint, you know, because it's really one of those things where if he's confident, he's going to take threes from the logo and he's going to hit them. We've seen it countless times throughout his 2 years or 2 or 3 years in the league, right? So, you know, if he's confident, he's going to take deep shots. He's going to make them. It's almost a guaranteed thing. By the way, Cam Reddish leading the Hawks in scoring with 15. Donovan Mitchell with 26 for the Jazz, leading in that category. 10 rebounds for Rudy Gobert, 7 for Clint Capella, 7 assists for Trae Young, and 4 for Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal, one of my favorite players on this team. He's got 1 3. He's got 2 other shots. Other than that, he's got 7 points total. Yeah, make sure to, let's try to get to 205 subscribers. We're at 201 right now. Just try to get to 205 by the end of the game. I would appreciate it. Looks like game's so good tonight. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good so far. All right. Georges Niang will check in for the Jazz off of that timeout. Niang has 5 so far in the game. On the floor for the Jazz, Clarkson has not scored. Hoping to see a little bit of output from him so he can maintain that 17 points a game. He's going to have bad games, though. It's kind of a guarantee in the NBA, so we'll see what happens. Rajon Rondo up top with the ball. Gives it over to Kevin Huerter. Huerter down low to Clint Capella, spinning on Derek Favors, passes it outside to Rondo. Rondo to Huerter. Huerter working on O'Neal. Gives it over to Hunter, and a buzzer shot by Hunter. That was a great one right there, but he knocks it down. Tough shot right there by DeAndre Hunter. Niang over to Royce O'Neal, now to Derek Favors. Favors gives it over to Donovan Mitchell. Deep 3 from Donovan. That one's no good. Rebounded by DeAndre Hunter for the Hawks. Hunter with the ball right now. Goes right inside and passes it outside to Rajon Rondo. Rondo with the ball now going inside on Favors. Got the mismatch onto Favors, and he'll go to work, and he'll lose the ball. That's going to be Jazz basketball. Didn't get the foul call. Looked like he was trying to sell it. It will be Jazz basketball off the turnover by Rajon Rondo. Everyone on the Jazz can drive and hit behind the arc. Yeah, pretty much, except for our centers. Basically, everybody on this team can hit shots from the three-point line. Here's the inbound to Mike Conley. 2:57 left to play in the third. The Jazz, I think they need to get Clarkson rolling right now. Conley inside. Going to kick it out to Mie Oni. He gives it over to Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert looking to give it to Niang. Gives it out to Clarkson. Clarkson will pop a deep 3. That one's no good. He has not had his rhythm tonight. He's 0 for 6 from the field. Here's Rajon Rondo on the other end. Gives it over to Solomon Hill. Now down low to Clint Capella. And Clint Capella, what a finish by Clint Capella. Threw it right up on top of Rudy Gobert and got the finish 70-82. And Niang pops a 3 on the other end for the Jazz. That one short, rebounded by DeAndre Hunter. He's on the other end, gets it stolen. That's going to be a foul on Georges Niang. That will be Niang's first. Jordan Clarkson has 2 fouls, 0 points for Jordan Clarkson. A rare sight. You don't see that often. Yeah, you're right, Larry. Donovan Mitchell is doing very well in this game. He's got 26, I want to say. 10 for 20. He's shooting 50% from the field. Looking very, very good. Now at the line, DeAndre Hunter. First one was good. Second one was also good. 72-82. Now the score, the Jazz hoping to capitalize a little bit right here. Mike Conley up top with the ball. Solomon Hill tipped it away, and that one's going to go off of Conley. It'll be Utah Jazz, or not Utah Jazz basketball, Atlanta Hawks basketball off of the tip out by Solomon Hill. Huerter on the other end for the Hawks. He goes inside, gets a little bit of space. He'll pop a floater. Nice finish right there by Huerter. And he hit that one. Good play right there. 74-82. Little bit of confusion with the defense here for the Jazz. Hoping to clean some stuff up. Call a timeout. Let it go. We want tacos to fall. You mean tacos to fall. Tacos to fall. Explain it to me, Vinny. What do you mean tacos to fall? What happened to JC? I don't even know, Jay. He's just not looking fantastic in this game. Yeah, brick thrower right now. He's not looking good. Normally, in these secondary defenses, he's able to really eat these guys up because they're just not as good as the other guys on the starting lineups. But in this game, he's just not really played his brand of basketball, which is unfortunate because you love to see it. You love to see him play well. All right. We are getting going here. We got 2:01 left to play in the third. Trae Young has 4 points, a similar game to Jordan Clarkson. 1 for 10 field goals for Trae Young. Again, that confidence is just not there for Trae Young right now. I think that he's going to get it back soon, though. Yes, stay tuned. Luis Rodriguez says it best. Boston, yes, we need tacos to fall. We do need tacos to fall. We always need tacos to fall. Now here's Conley. Conley dancing with the ball, gives it over to Clarkson. Back to Conley. Conley going inside. He'll pop a J. That one's no good. Rebounded by Capella on the other end. Now to Herder. Herder gives it over to Rondo. Rondo going inside. He gets a he ran straight over Mike Conley, and that's going to be an offensive foul. A charge on Rajon Rondo right there. Great defense by Mike Conley. Yeah. He just kind of bowled him over. Rajon Rondo known for doing stuff like that. Conley with the ball now. I want them to get Jordan Clarkson involved in this offense. There hasn't been very much ball movement to him, and they will. Jordan Clarkson with the ball now. Spins going inside. Gets a little bit of a rocky try to finish, and he can't. It's going to be rebounded by Rajon Rondo on the other end. Gives it to Solomon Hill. Now Herder on the other end. Herder going down low for the Hawks, and he pops his shot. That one will rim out. Rebounded by Gobert. Gobert to Conley. Conley with the ball now. Up top guarded by Rondo. Now to Clarkson. Clarkson needs to get a shot to go and does. Clarkson for 3. That right wing 3 for Clarkson. Great shot. He is out of the blocks. And a barely grazed rim 3 for the Hawks right there. Rebounded by Clarkson. Clarkson, maybe he can get rolling and get a second one. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Georges Niang. Knocked over Rajon Rondo. And that will go to the Hawks off of that play. Everybody ought to keep an eye on Clarkson right now. He needs to get out and hit some shots. All right. Now here on the other end is Rajon Rondo. Gives it over to Herder, and Herder's deep 3 does not go. Rebounded by Conley. Conley with the ball now. Mike Conley up top at the logo. Guarded by DeAndre Hunter. And Conley looking to go inside. We got 11 seconds left in the third quarter. And Clarkson shoots a 3. There's going to be a whistle and a foul on the Hawks. Looking to close out the third quarter here for the Jazz with a good shot. 9.8 seconds left to play. The Jazz definitely could do something with this. And Goodwin will check in. He's got 2 points on the night. Rondo takes a seat. Let me move this down. Now, 9.8 seconds to get a shot off. Now here's Conley going inside. Nice move. And the roll by Mike Conley. 87-74. Looking to put a little bit of ice on this game. But, I mean, it's only the third quarter. But the shot by Goodwin at the buzzer is no good. 87-74, the Jazz up. 12 minutes left of basketball. The Jazz looking like they might have this game in the books. Make sure everybody's smashing that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 205. We're at 201 right now. Maybe he has tons of push-ups for a couple days to see her pretty girl. Haha, yeah, I hear you. JC, what happened? Yeah, I don't know, man. He just needs to start hitting shots, you know? And I think that the offense is really favored towards him to start doing that here in this fourth quarter, which is coming up. Stick around. We got a fourth quarter of basketball here. The Hawks trailing the Jazz by 13. But, you know, I've seen crazier things happen. They could come back. 4 more to the goal. Let's just get 4 more subs, bro. We just need 4 more. We got 201 right now. Let's just try to get to 205. That's our goal tonight. Trae Young with 7 assists. You know, again, the great players in this league know when to pass it if they can't hit their shots. And I'm not saying that Trae Young is amazing, but he's definitely a good player, and he knows when to distribute the ball since he's not able to hit shots right now. Points in the paint. The Jazz are trailing the Hawks by 10. That's because of Clint Capella. He's played an outstanding game so far with 16 points. He's 8 for 8 field goals. That's what he does. He gets the ball inside and he puts it up and in. It's very important for the Hawks. All right, and we are getting going here with this fourth quarter in just a sec. A timeout right now by both teams, just getting stuff set for this final quarter of play. I do not know that meal, Renz. Tell me about it. And hey, Isles, I appreciate you stopping in, my man. I saw you in here earlier. I forgot to say hi. But we got 32 people in here. I don't think we need to change the title. I'll try it, though. Donovan Mitchell is torching the Hawks right now. Okay, I changed it. Trae Young, visibly frustrated with his performance today. Now the inbound to Georges Niang. He gives it over to Mie Oni, wide open for three. And Mie, you know it's good. The guy out of Yale, it's his second year in the league, and he nails the three-pointer. I love watching Mie Oni. He's a 3-and-D player, and he's looking like he's going to be pretty solid for the Jazz in future years. Reddish inside, and he loses it. Stolen away by Mie Oni. Again, that 3-and-D. Solid for Mie Oni. Oni with the ball now, gives it over to Conley. Conley gets a screen from Gobert. Inside, gives it outside to Oni. Oni goes inside, now back outside to Conley. Conley swings it over to Oni. Open for three. He'll step back, he'll shoot another one, and he just wedgied it. That's a wedgie, gentlemen. That's the first one of the season for the Utah Jazz. Mie Oni couldn't hit the three, but he could hit both sides of the rim, leading to the wedgie. You gotta love Mie Oni, though. I like him a lot. He's got a lot of potential for this Jazz team. He's got 3 on the night. He's 1 for 4 shooting. But, you know, I really want to see them play more rookies. And at the end of this game, hopefully the Jazz can expand this gap and we can see a Udoka Azubuike poster. As we know, every single time they have put him in a game, he's put somebody on a poster. So hopefully that happens again here. Conley with the ball off of that jump ball tip-off. 74-90 is our score. We got 11:07 left to play, and Gobert goes inside, and the finish by Rudy Gobert. Off balance, the big man coming to play. Rudy Gobert with the monster finish and the foul. Great awareness by Rudy Gobert to put that up and in and really sold that foul very well. He's at the line for one more. Can he convert it? Yes, he can. 93-74. The Hawks need to play some basketball right now. Get this lead a little bit cut down. A mini run would be very good for them right now. Up top here is Goodwin with the ball. He passes it over to Capella now inside for the Hawks' Hunter. Hunter goes inside, and he can't finish. Rebounded by Rudy Gobert. On the other end, here's Conley. Conley looking to capitalize. Gives it over to Clarkson. 4-3. Got it! Jordan Clarkson, the deep ball, showing up in this fourth quarter. He's got 6. That's what you need to see from Jordan Clarkson. He's the leading bench scorer in the Western Conference. You gotta love it. 41 people in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. Jordan Clarkson just hit a 3, much needed. He was scoreless in the first half and just nailed that. Very, very good shot for Jordan Clarkson, and he gets out of the blocks in this second half, playing some pretty good basketball right now. You know, when he plays well, by the way, we have a timeout on the floor. When he plays well, he really creates shots through his movement off of the ball, and it's very important because he goes from side to side, and he's creating open shots because even if he doesn't have the ball, he's able to move, and he's sneaky, and then you see him get wide open. He gets wide open shots from way outside. So it's really good for him. That's how he scores the majority of his points. Let's keep this sub count going. We are at 201 right now. We're trying to get to 205. If you like this Utah Jazz content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Go, 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 JC. Yes, sir, Joel. He is looking very good right now. Good 3 by Jordan Clarkson. You know, it's a confidence game. It's same as Trae Young. If you can't get out of the blocks by hitting the shots that you're used to taking, it's really tough for you to be able to score and winning games. By the way, we saw a little bit of Onyeka Okongwu in this game, the rookie for the Atlanta Hawks. That was good because Onyeka was actually injured for a little bit. Donovan not getting 40. I don't think they're really going to play him very much, right now because the Jazz are up a little bit. I want to see a little bit of Udoka Azubuike action. If you want to see Doke, put Doke in the chat right now. Doke. I don't care. You can come in if you want. Oh, man. My camera is blurred. 10:39 left to play in the fourth. I'll probably stick the play-by-play, though. Because I know all the players that the Hawks are going to be playing because they have no chance. He doesn't push. Yeah. And that's the thing. If Donovan Mitchell's not going to score, he's gonna be able to, move that ball around. Same with Trae Young. Trae Young is leading the Hawks in assists with 7 right now. It's very important. Now here's the inbound for the Hawks. Reddish with the ball. A little bit of press by the Jazz. Testing a new defensive scheme is what I assume it is. Now Trae Young with the ball. Gets a screen from Capella. Down low to Capella. And that one's absolutely swatted away by Rudy Gobert. On the other end, here's Jordan Clarkson. Is he hot? Yes, he is, but he can't hit the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Now here is Trae Young for the Hawks. Trae Young tries to pass it to John Collins, and that one goes out. John Collins, backcourt violation right there. And joining us again is Addison Rusko, Little Man Knows Sports. How you feeling? Okay. And also, Clarkson off of that screen. He gets his own rebound and puts up a floater. That one's good. Jordan Clarkson's got 8. And those are all second half points right there for JC. Yeah. I just want to see the rookies get in. And Mike Conley with the steal. Goes down low. Gives it to Jordan Clarkson. That's 10. Jordan Clarkson has 10 second half points. Phenomenal basketball right now. The Jazz are playing really well. 26-point lead. Trae Young with the ball now on the other end for the Hawks. Goes up with the floater. That one's an absolute brick. I don't know what kind of phase he's in, but he is not making shots. Cross-court pass to Georges Niang. The minivan for 3. Yes, sir. Georges Niang from outside. What a game for the Jazz. 21-0 lead. This is getting close to being like that game that Michigan just had where they went on a 46-0 run and DeAndre Hunter can't hit on the other end. Now here are the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson with the ball now up top. Gets a screen from John Collins. Gives it over to Mike Conley now into the corner for Mieoni. And he can't hit his shot. Going to be rebounded by Clint Capella. And Rudy Gobert a little slow to get up, but he is pacing down the floor. He is there. And Trae Young is fouled up top. I think that's what happened. This is insane, bro. Yes, Georges Niang started doing it. I think they're accepting you now. Just put in the freaking rookies. You're up by like 30. I know, but it's here they come. Or no, never mind. That is not a rookie. That is definitely not a rookie. Okay. Who is that? Oh, that's Onyeka Okongwu. I forgot for a sec. Onyeka Okongwu, the rookie. Where did he go to college? I think it was one of the Arizonas. I could be wrong though. He might have gone to one of the Arizonas. I think it might have been. No, I don't think that's right. Who knows? Now on the other end, here's Cam Reddish for the Hawks. He goes up with his shot. That's an air ball, but he gets his own board and puts it up and in. That's a tough defensive play right there for the Utah Jazz. You got to be able to corral that. Yeah. And now here is Clarkson. He's been hot of late trying to extend his total points-wise, and there's going to be an offensive... What? I don't know. That seemed like they were just like running the offense right there. That's weird. Good steal right there. Clarkson wide open for three. That one's good. Jordan Clarkson with 13 on the night. Those are 13 second half points for Jordan Clarkson. He was scoreless in the first half. Now over on the other end, here are the Hawks. Solomon Hill gives it outside to Cam Reddish. Deep three by Cam Reddish. That one's good. Cam Reddish, the shooter, nailed it from way outside. Donovan Mitchell. He is. He's got 20. Derek Favors looking to give it down low to Donovan Mitchell. Doesn't find him. He finds Jordan Clarkson wide open again for three. He can't hit. Rebounded by Tony Snell. I forgot about Tony Snell. Now on the other end, here's Onyeka Okongwu, the rookie. Gives it over to Solomon Hill. Kind of backed Hill into a corner right there. Now Okongwu, the sixth pick, spins on Derek Favors. Spins again, and he throws up a shot. Good shot right there by Onyeka Okongwu off the spin. 81 to 106. I think we might have an early rookie showing here. Hopefully we can get some rookies to check in just a sec. Donovan Mitchell working up top on Cam Reddish, and there's going to be a foul on the Hawks. Yeah, definitely. You know, but I mean, you think about it, all the dang it, could have been a jam, but outside for Jordan Clarkson, and the three ball is good. He's nearly to that 17 average mark. 109 to 81. Jordan Clarkson looking fantastic right now. Yeah, he's looking very good. Now on the other end, here's Cam Reddish, and that's going to be a foul on Royce O'Neal. Jazz's defense has been so fantastic on Trae Young in this game. Playing some very good defense. We've held him back to a very, very low total. So, very good for the Jazz. Huh? Yeah, that's not you. Yeah. Hey, guess who's in? Udoka Azubuike checks in for the Utah Jazz. Up top, here's Snell. Udoka playing some good defense down low, holding down the paint. Snell tries to go inside. Udoka says, oh, what the frick? Where did he come from? Okongwu just absolutely, he just got right in there and finished that. I don't even know where he came from. Here's Clarkson with the ball now. Clarkson guarded by Okongwu. That's a big mismatch. I want to see a Udoka poster. How about you? Back to Clarkson. Deep three. That one's no good. Going to be rebounded by Solomon Hill. I don't know. I think it was out of his reach, and Goodwin will take a shot. Rebounded by Bojan Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic going inside. Can't finish, but Udoka is there, and the tip-in. Yeah. I think that's right. That's definitely right. Doak just got called for an offensive goaltending right there. Oh, I don't know. No, it wasn't. Not when he touched it, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't, I don't think. Solomon Hill now with the ball. Gives it over to Rondo. Hawks trying to finish strong here. Okongwu with the ball now working on Udoka Azubuike. He spins. Gives it outside to Goodwin, and Goodwin can't finish. Going to be rebounded by Okongwu. Okongwu going inside. Nearly gets it stolen, but that's going to be a walk on Okongwu. Yeah, he took one extra step right there. Lloyd Pierce having a tough run with the Hawks in his first few seasons. I feel bad for the guy. I like him as a coach. Lloyd Pierce, the coach of the Hawks. He's not a... Yeah. Now here's Clarkson inside. Tries to give it down low to Azubuike. Kind of got slapped in the face right there. And that one will go out of bounds. Should have given a lob. A lob would have worked just fine right there. Now Solomon Hill with the ball. He drives on Georges Niang. Step back J is good by Solomon Hill. That was a clean jumper right there. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor. Looks like the Jazz are going to talk it over. Miaoni playing some pretty good basketball for the Jazz. That 3-and-D aspect with both Royce O'Neal and Miaoni on the floor is pretty good. You got to love it. All right. Do you want to run that or do you want me to run that? Because either way works. Okay. Who said it? Who else? Okay. And then I think that Logan would also be down to make some edits for that. The guy who makes our thumbnails if we needed it. And then we could just pay him by whatever we do that for. But I could also make edits. Solomon Hill with that step back jumper was good. Jordan Clarkson has 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. Looking very, very good. No, it's good though. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're looking pretty good so far in this game. I still am yet to see Udoka Azubuike really get that good stuff that we're used to seeing him do in the paint when he's on the floor. You know, it's really tough for the Jazz, and I think that at the time when they drafted Udoka, it was a really good pick because, you know, we only had 2 centers. Or we only had 1 center, but with of course Rudy Gobert. So it would have worked that way, but then when we got Derek Favors, it kind of messed up his timeline, but that's okay. I think he's still going to be a very solid player for this Jazz organization. Udoka. Now here's Shaq Harrison checking into the game. He was a pickup by the Jazz in the free agency. He goes down low and gives it outside to Elijah Hughes. He once scored, I think, a little bit over 40 points in his time at Syracuse, and a turnover by the Jazz. Elijah Hughes walked with it. Turnovers for the Jazz haven't hurt him as much as the Hawks, but still not good. 14 total. I mean, that's absolutely true. And it's not even one player. You can't consolidate it. It's more of like it's a multiplayer thing, as Goodwin misses that first one. And a big share of those came while Conley was on the floor. He is really off and on. Second one falls for Goodwin, 86-99. Now here up top is Shaq Harrison. Absolutely. Yeah. And that, I mean, it's fantastic when you can hold a star down like that. By the way, Udoka Azubuike up top with the ball, gives it over to Georges Niang. He corrals it, but it's going to be a backcourt violation. He stepped out. They start turning the ball over. Yeah, you know, it's going to happen. Time left, we have, I'll tell you in a second. 4:14 left. Now, inside is
Goodwin, he just keeps driving to that exact same spot every time. Now here's Snell inside, and he lobs it up for Okongwu. He can't catch it, though. Gives it outside for Goodwin. Goodwin gets a little bit of space. Out to Okongwu. Jumper is no good. Rebounded by George's Niang. Niang on the other end. Gives it over to Shaq Harrison. Harrison going inside. Lobs it up for... Oh, dang it. That was not the best lob, but that would have been incredible. Yeah. And Hill's three is off the mark. There's going to be a foul on the floor. That one looks like it's going to go on... That was on Azubuike. Yeah, I couldn't tell you who it was on. 31 people in the chat. Thanks, everybody, for stopping in. Yes. Make sure, because we're trying to get to 205 on the night. What are we at right now? We're at 201. If 4 of you subscribed, 4 of you, just 4. And inside for Bruno Fernando, it looks like that was. He puts it up and in 88-109. Out of Maryland. He's a second-round pick for this Hawks team. Azubuike up top gives it down low to Shaq Harrison. Harrison almost a fantastic finish, but Fernando gets the rebound for the Hawks. Gives it over to Hill. Hill with the ball now. Gets a little bit of space. Gives it over to Snell. Snell shoot a 3. That one's short. No good. Rebounded by Harrison. Yeah, they don't. I mean, they don't really have anybody in the game, though. And Azubuike can't snag that rebound, but Shaq Harrison, good defense right there, but they're going to call a foul, and Goodwin will go down hard. He'll be a little bit slow to get up, but he did eventually get up. Moving them to... Oh, third in the West. The Kings can cover that. Goodwin at the line. First one was up and good. Second one was off. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Shaq Harrison up top. Harrison gives it over to Niang. Niang gets a screen from Azubuike. Gives it over to Oni. Oni gives it back out to Niang. 4-3. That one's no good. Going to be rebounded by Shaq Harrison for the Jazz. He goes inside. Can't finish. That's tough. He gets another rebound. What a board right there. Yeah, that was good. Now Niang goes inside. Good finish by Niang. You love to see that from Niang, going in strong, putting it high off the glass and in. 111-89 now. Jazz way ahead. Here's Fernando. And Rondo gives it over to Goodwin. Goodwin can't hit, and 2 minutes remaining now in the fourth quarter. Here is Niang on the other end. Niang spins. Gets it out to Elijah Hughes. That 3-ball is absolutely wet. Outside for Elijah Hughes. You know that's wet like water. But out of Syracuse, that one's going to be counted as a 2. Fernando spinning, gives it outside for Goodwin, but that one's going to be out already on Fernando. Yes. He's got such a clean stroke. I was talking to one of my friends, and he said he watched a Syracuse game, and Elijah Hughes just went off in that game, which is pretty much accurate. Yeah, and then Oni wide open for 3. That one's good for the Jazz. Oni, steady three-point shooter for this Jazz team. Another 3-and-D guy. We got a couple of them, and Royce O'Neal and Niang. On the other end, here's Goodwin. Goodwin going inside, and Udoka Azubuike just absolutely altered that shot. He didn't block it, but he just didn't let it happen. Oni will step back. 1:07 left to play. Niang with the ball now. And he just... I thought that was going to be a lob. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Feed the beast, bro. Now here is almost a steal by the Jazz. Goodwin with the ball now goes outside for Hill, and Hill loses the ball. That one isn't stolen. Out to Goodwin, and he almost airballs a three. Dude, stop missing and just get a board. Oh my God. Snell hit a three. And now the Jazz. Give him the ball. Give it to him. Hey, there you go, there you go. No! Oh! No! Why do they do that? Oh, well, whatever. That's gonna be your final score. 92-116 is it for the Utah Jazz's game. The Jazz coming away with the win. That'll move them to 8-4. Addison, do you just want to do the post-game report live, and then we can just and I can just make a separate recording of it? Yeah, it's easier. That is right. I got it. I already got it ready, so we can do whatever. Yep. Or actually, I'll end the live, and then we can just do it that way. All right, we will see you guys later. We will be in our post-game report. Make sure to check it out. This has been the Jazz Huddle. Make sure you stop in. Say what you got to say. What were you going to say, Addison? No, not yet. What were you going to say? Okay, well... You're a troll. Make sure, hit that subscribe button. We would appreciate it. We'll get that 200 back if we don't have it right now. We will see you all in just a little bit on the post-game report.